Usually my
We on that.
Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Bakak, Wadash. And double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Hey, salutations, you occupy that's pushes word of truth and sincerity. I must say this. I'm in celebration mode because George Herbert Walker Bush has kicked bucket. George Herbert Walker Bush is in the spirit world. He received this judgment. And he knows his judgment is to come back as a perpetual slave. So I'm happy about that. Him and his wife, Barbara Bush, they're going to come back as perpetual slaves. So, hey, man, we're in the time of Esau. His demise, Esau's kingdom was the so-called white man. We're at the end of the age of Esau. The eon of Esau is coming to an abrupt end. So we're going to get into these scriptures, man. And we're going to start off with Job.
Well, we can start off with what you have first, brother, because it lines up with what you were saying. Job 21-17.
Yo, all right, 21-17. All right, so I'm going to get that first. Job chapter 21, verse 17. It says, how often is the candle of the wicked put out? And how often cometh their destruction upon them? The Most High Yahweh distribute sorrows in his anger. And that goes back to, so you know what? Before I start that precept off, I'm gonna get Proverbs chapter 13. Chapter 13 and 11 real quick. Proverbs 13 and 11. This is Proverbs chapter 13 and 11. Let me see if this is. All right, damn, that's not it.
What does it say? Does it go?
Talking about the light of the wicked. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. There's a scripture. I don't know.
Proverbs. It's Proverbs chapter.
He that don't honor his parents, his light shall be put out.
No, that's not. It's about the righteous shall rejoice, but the wicked.
Proverbs 13 and 9. The light of the righteous rejoices.
13 and 9, right?
I got it, bro.
Okay,
Proverbs 13 verse 9.
I got it right here.
The light of the righteous rejoices.
Damn, that's
but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out.
And that goes into that's like a precept to
You read that again, Salakia?
Read it again.
Proverbs 13 verse 9. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out.
Yeah, man, because the light of the righteous, which are the 1/3, the 144,000, the governing body, the first fruits of the sons of Israel, they're gonna rejoice in that time, man, of Esau's calamity. But the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Who is the wicked? Esau. Pursuant to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Also, pursuant to Malachi chapter, the 1st chapter, the 4th verse, proving that Esau, the so-called white man, is the wicked. As Esau is the border of wickedness, man. So the light of the wicked, which is Esau, shall be put out, man. You know, in that time, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the righteous is gonna rejoice. Hey, man. Just like you said, bro. And then that time, man, the righteous is gonna rejoice while the light of the wicked is being put out, man.
That's when that devil's gonna be in straits. That's what he's gonna
die in straits. That's right.
Because well, now we can go to it unless you have something now.
I got something else right here, real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Job chapter 18 verse 5. It says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light of the wicked shall be put out." To my Esau is the wicked, and his light is that it's his Illuminati, his knowledge, wisdom, understanding, which is given to him on the left hand side, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be put out, man, with his new world order power structure, man, that he's trying to establish, namely by giving the whole world that Alpha D microchip. His light shall be put out, man. And there's no other way around that, man. Esau, the so-called white man, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, his light gonna be put out right along with his establishment, which is his new world order power structure that he got going for himself, man.
His witchcraft,
all that shit. His
soothsaying, all that.
his soothsaying, his necromancy.
It's quote unquote deep knowledge. Listen, man, as the elder was going into, scriptures also say what? And during that time when he's going to be in straits, this devil's going to be in straits, you know. The scriptures also speak about the moon and the sun not giving light, man, which represents what? Your knowledge, wisdom, understanding. All of the quote unquote mysteries you go to for the left hand side and you boast yourself in. Hey, man, the Most High is going to put all that shit out, but the righteous light is always going to shine, man. Because according to the book of, you got Proverbs 6 and 23?
6 and 23?
Yeah.
Okay,
Proverbs. Our lamp
Proverbs.
shall never be put out. Why is that?
It's Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. It says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
And the law, statutes, and commandments are forever. All
See,
right?
It says reproofs are the way of, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Hey, man, so that cuts you niggas that call yourself Adam Abbott, man. Because you don't want to take the reproof and the rebuke and the admonishment from the elders, man, and from the apostles.
What are they teaching? They teach that the chip is philosophy or something?
They teach that the adopted microchip is an inscription on the coin.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy shit, man. Yo, bugged out shit, bro. I couldn't even listen to all that shit, man. He was speaking, man. I know it's bullshit. You know, and they don't understand that.
Paid, man. They're gonna be paid off to teach that too.
Or even they just lack understanding because they knew.
Oh, there's some new niggas?
Yeah.
No, they've been around for a little while.
But they don't.
Now they coming with their own doctrine. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. I see.
Adam Abbott.
Not a while like that, but they've been around for a little bit, and now they just pretty much trying.
I say for like
trying to exalt themselves, pretty much like they some deep.
They call themselves the new vanguard of Israel. Like, you know, they the new, they're the up and coming upstarts.
The apostles said vanguard first, man.
Yeah, because who they learn the scriptures from? They learned it from the elders.
They
wait a minute, they came up on us?
They came down. Yeah, they came down.
They came down to the apostles, you know,
yeah, I remember them.
and they call themselves the new vanguard of Israel. Like they were like the Most High gave them the power seat over the apostles.
That's what that's what all these niggas want, man. They all want the seat that the apostles.
They envy the apostles.
That's what I'm saying.
Seat, man, and the Most High.
And they young, like they're not. Come on,
man. I'm in my place, man. I stay in my lane, man. Where the Most High raised me, put me in whatever position the Most High put me in, I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm not going to try to exalt myself. I'm not going to try to be proud, and you know, because the Most High have a knack for humbling pride niggas, man. Niggas that's proud in order to themselves, the Most High humble them.
You seek their own glory, man.
You know.
Read on, bro.
So it says, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light.
Yeah, so the commandments and the laws abide forever and ever. So our law, we're gonna always have our lamp, man. We're gonna always have something to guide us. I'm talking about really the sons and daughters of Israel, but chiefly the elect sons of the nation of Israel. Always, no matter what, man, the Most High is gonna put that back into their mind, man. This is your understanding. This is your power. Serve Him and have no other God before Him, man.
And this lamp is this truth, man.
Yeah.
This lamp and this light is the truth that we have, man. It says, let me read it from the top. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproof of instruction are the way of life.
Yep. And so that's what we do. We reproof, we rebuke, and we exhort, man. And
we admonish.
And we admonish. But going back to the law, statute, commandment being that lamp, it also says in the book of Psalms 119 that the word of the Lord is a lamp unto my feet. That doesn't get put out, man. What gets put out, though? These different deities that get worshipped, these other different philosophies that, you know, man creates, such as a flat earth, evolution, you came from monkeys, all right? I'm going to trust in my own power, all that shit gets put the fuck out, man.
That's all philosophies from Esau, man.
That's that strange woman that we mentioned on Wednesday.
That's that Charles Darwinism. which is another philosophy, which is that strange woman that was spoken upon
Yeah,
on the Wednesday show, man.
Proverbs the 5th chapter, Ecclesiastes 7. Scripture says our hands has bands.
And that's that fucking philosophy of Charles Darwinism. And you got a lot of these upstart niggas that's right now.
This is a new philosophy.
These millenniums, they believe in that shit, man.
Yeah, but I'm talking about too. Another woman is this dude y'all just mentioned, Adam Puppet, whatever.
Yeah, that's another woman, man.
That's another woman. That the chip is an inscription on the coin. Here it is. Damn, everything's already cashless.
What I said? What?
Yo,
inscription on the coin. Fuck.
Yo, bro, I know we always say, we moving towards a cashless society, but as that dude said on RT today, we're already in a cashless society.
Lionel.
Yeah. And I was talking about, he's like, can you shop online with cash?
Of course you can, man.
No, you can't, brother.
You can't.
You have to do everything is electronic based.
Electronically, even though you got a debit card, you can have $300 on your debit card. That's still electronic. You can't,
you
man.
You put a cash in your computer, other person get cash on the side. It's all credit.
There's no way in the fuck you can, man.
Yeah, physical cash, right.
You can't do no. It's all electronic cash, man. That's it, man. Yeah. Either you got a debit or credit. They're gonna ask you got debit or credit. If you got debit, you gotta have cash on your card, but it's still electronically.
Yo, you don't pay your bills in cash.
If you got a debit card, hey bro, I'm saying you got a debit card. I pay all my bills with my debit card. I take my money and turn it from physical money, physical cash, to electronic cash. Now, from my hand to the check casher place, and they take it and take my card and swipe my card and put the $300-400 on my card. Now I got physical currency. I got digital currency on my card. I turn it from physical to digital. But soon, it's not gonna be no physical. It's gonna be all digital.
Yeah. If you watch that movie Outlaw King, sequel to Braveheart, they had to physically take the tribute, to what it had to play to, right?
Come.
Now, when you do your taxes, we ain't walking down to fucking DC and giving the feds physical cash.
It's all digital, man.
Everything's it's all credit based, man.
And that's one of the main things that Aaron Russo said. He said, look, they want to have everybody take this chip, and if you gotta make a payment, they could just easily debit it out of your chip.
And then he asked them, wow, why would you want to do this? You got all the money, you got all the power. Why would you want to do this? Why would you want to do this?
Aaron Russo is dead right now.
That's why Aaron Russo was dead, because he fell back from Nick Rockefeller. I'm saying from Nick Rockefeller. He didn't want to because Nick Rockefeller befriended this dude and tried to recruit him to be a part of the elite. Even though he was a part of
a low-level elite.
Bring him into the circle. That's all.
He was a low-level elite. They tried to bring him into the higher circles. And Aaron Russo was like, but for what? Because he made that
a lesser illuminary, not trying to bring him in. They don't do that. They just make people puppets. That's what he's trying.
Well,
he didn't want to be a puppet, so he was like, all right.
You don't want to be a puppet, all right. So you don't want to be a puppet. You don't want to be my friend. You my friend. You don't want to be my friend. Okay, all right.
You're going to be in an accident, nigga.
All right, so right now, you don't be my friend, so we're going to make you an accident.
Yeah, because that's what elites, they don't bring in outsiders into their circle. They just pretty much get people to push their agenda.
Right.
So what they did was, because they got a heart attack gun, they gave Aaron Russo a heart attack. You know they got a heart attack gun. You know that, right?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
No, man, that shit since the 90s.
So they get a nigga, they shot that nigga with that heart attack gun, and nigga had a heart attack, man.
But even more gruesome, the Clintons. I know you seen Blacks on Intelligence.
Yeah, hell yeah, that nigga's... the Clintons are fucking grimy.
Yo,
man.
Motherfucker, burn your house down, but you in it, man.
And you dead in the bed and shit.
Like, why does he try to escape? Then, because he tried to tell what the Clintons was doing behind closed doors. So that's how these elites get down.
How about the dude that's really Chelsea Clinton's father? They killed that dog. Got his name. He was dead in the park. And he shot the tongue back in there. He committed suicide. But he had 2 guns in the back. He had 2 bullet holes in the back of his head, man.
You talking about the one that was having an affair with Clinton?
No.
Yeah, the one that was having an affair with Hillary.
Yeah.
The dude that's really Chelsea's pops.
Yeah, Chelsea Pop. Chelsea Clinton Pop. And
they show you that in House of Cards, brother.
Yeah, Cun. That nigga got and that nigga got killed in the 90s, man. I forgot his name. But they saying he committed suicide. How you gonna commit suicide with 2 shots in the back of your head, man? How the fuck you could do that, man? 1 shot gonna do you in, man. You gonna have the power to pow. The first shot gonna do you in, man. So
you watch House of Cards, brother.
That's why they got rid of that show, but that's why
that's why brother. That's what we was talking about, man. Look, I was talking about that driving the camp. Like, yo, this guy Kevin Spacey. Once I told him that the Rothschild was on, he's like, the Rothschilds. Yep, the Rothschilds on. This guy was bringing out everything. How presidents be making hits on people, man. Presidents, high-level politicians, they be homosexuals behind the scenes. They have dirty laundries. Like Barack Obama, he was a faggot. So what they did to the dude that he was fucking,
they killed him.
They off him. And it sounds like some fucking TV show, but
that shit is true.
As they say, bro, truth is stranger than fiction. Yo, I don't, brother. Since we've been getting into this geopolitics shit and following this guy Black Swan Intelligence,
yeah,
I don't want to watch no fucking fiction. Cause I'm like, the real life shit is way more crazy.
And you be surprised. And now this dude that Barack Obama was riding around in a limousine smoking crack and
Sinclair.
His last name was Sinclair. I forgot his first name. His last name was Sinclair. You right about that, man. He was riding around and
snorting
coke and sucking this nigga Sinclair's cock and fucking each other. They was doing all kind of crazy shit, man. Next you know, this dude Sinclair gets strung up. Know what I'm saying? He got suicided. That's like Chelsea and Pops got suicided, man.
Bro, they did that in House of Cards, nigga. Yo, the fucking Underwoods.
He was straight up undercover.
Yeah, the Underwoods was having threesomes with their goddamn.
They were freaks.
They were freaks, man.
They were freaks. They had a threesome and all that.
Yeah.
And in the 80s, you know what? Not the country. You know, Donald Trump. I'm saying Donald Trump is compromised. I'm gonna tell you this right here. Yeah. Now in the 80s, right? Dick Cheney and Paul Walker Bush, who just died, they had a blackmail ring where they had a room set up, right, with cameras in. You didn't know with cameras in there, and they have you with an underage boy or a little girl, and you fucking them. And next you know, you don't know.
Yeah, Pizzagate scandal.
Now, they show you that in Godfather 2. When the senator had that woman, and she was dead, and he was like, yo, I don't remember nothing. They drugged him. He said, yo, the only friend you have now is us. They blackmailed you.
Yeah, they set you up.
Now, they had a blackmail ring. You can look this up. George Herbert Walker Bush and Dick Cheney had a blackmail ring in the 80s. When it was Ronald Reagan. During the time of the Reagan administration. Because during the time of the Reagan administration, this asshole that got killed today, that died, he was the goddamn head of the CIA during that time, man, in the 80s. So they had a blackmail ring going on. And this dude, X-Bang, whatever his last name is, have the same thing going on right now, man. With all these, and Donald Trump was compromised.
Talking about
Epstein. Epstein, man.
Epstein had he has a secret sex slave island.
That's right. It's called Pleasure Island.
And they had logs of Bill Clinton, and they had logs of
Hillary Clinton.
Over 20 visits. This guy, they said even one time he had to escape his Secret Service so he could go on the island because he loved. Remember, these guys are them same Caesars coming back. And what was the primary thing in Rome? Pedophilia.
And you know what? You cannot, Donald Trump, now, listen, I can't say that this dude, Jake, is lying because he got pictures of Donald Trump with Epstein, man.
But there's quotes of Donald Trump in his own words that he loves, him and Epstein's one of their best buds, and then he knew that he liked girls on the younger side. But guess what? Just like they show you in that fucking show on Netflix, how different nations, what they'll do is they'll start releasing info on these dirty laundry. When this shit went down with Russia and Ukraine, Vladimir Putin was insulted, so he gave Russia Today the permission to release all this information because Russia Today is blasted. They showing the ties between Trump, Epstein, and Clinton, all that shit.
And you know what?
And now Donald Trump doesn't want to meet him at the G20 meeting.
Exactly. And you know something else too, bro?
Hey, we gotta let these scriptures fly. Psalm 64 and 8. I'll shot real quick, God.
Okay.
You get it?
64 and 8. Psalm 64 and 8.
I mean, this is a juicy topic, but we scriptures first.
We coming across the bridge right now. I'm not there yet. You there already?
Psalm 64 and 8. Okay.
What rock you
Yeah, exactly, man. You telling me something that I need to know, brother? Goddamn. Yeah, man, we still on the bridge down here.
This is Psalm 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves.
So shall they make their own tongues to fall upon themselves, man. Who's the they?
The elites, man.
The elites, man. So you have different elite nations releasing stuff on each other, man. So if you go to Russia Today, they showing you the ties between the United States and Saudi Arabia. They showing you the stuff that's going on with Epstein and these different political leaders. And guess what, man? They got more dirt, man. You got Russian spies all throughout America, man.
and they all compromise.
Yeah, they got the intel on each other, man. So you think the Chinese were surprised when this shit came out with Trump? It was like, that's old news, man. They got all this information and dirt on each other, man. And that's how they fight one another, man. At this point.
And that's why you got a lot of these nations, a lot of these leaders, these political leaders, they Senex, they compromise, man. They have no choice because, hey, they got dirt on them. See, this dude may have dirt on this dude, man. So instead of him, and listen, if I don't comply, he's gonna release all the dirty laundry on me. That I'm a pedophile. That I like little boys.
House of Cards, brother. I'm telling you, that's the same shit.
I like little boys. So to avoid that right there, man, I'm just.
They finish up. They finish it up.
But to avoid all this bullshit, I'm just going to comply because I have a wife and I have a family.